All right, welcome to Sisterhood Team Call. First one in November, 2 months left in the year. It's pretty crazy and some really exciting stuff coming up. So we're excited to dive in. I think tonight's going to be really practical and really helpful for all of us, whether you're a brand new coach or whether you have been coaching for 3.5 years, like an OG with us. So before we do that, I wanted to kick it off to anybody that has some recognition.
I'll go. I wanted to congratulate Jennifer Stevens on her first month hitting SC. She killed it last month on our team cup, and I was just really proud of her because she wasn't where she wanted to be as we were creeping into the end of the month. She hustled so hard and sent in I think 14 invites to this new MBF challenge group that she's running for this month in one day. And she got a bunch of bites. And anyway, needless to say, she ended where she wanted to end. And I was just super, super proud of her for that. And she's running this challenge group all about gratitude. And it's something that's really, really near and dear to her heart. And I'm just proud of her for stepping into her role really authentically. And to her, because your journey is your job. And as a brand new coach, she's speaking that loud and proud. So super, super pumped for her. Julie Howe's also hit her first month of SC. I honestly have faith and I have full belief that she's going to be in the test group. She's taking it seriously. She's showing her journey. And I honestly just could not be more proud. And I wanted to congratulate all of the Every Effort coaches who are in the Job One test group. There's a ton of them. And I'm just obsessed with their passion and their fire and how they're tagging each other and how they're showing this journey and showing up and taking it seriously. And really, I have no doubt that this is going to move mountains for all of their businesses. So kudos to all of you girls. I feel the FOMO myself. And thank you for tagging me in all of your crap because I'm so grateful.
Okay, I'll go. First, I want to shout out our Team Cup Full Circle Sisters for hitting SC, all of us hitting SC for the month. And it was a great team effort. I really enjoyed working with everyone. We worked really well together and encouraged each other when we could. And then I also wanted to congratulate 2 new Full Circle coaches, Haley, who's going Emerald tomorrow and killed her first month, ending the month with SC12, which is awesome. And the Rookie of the Month, Steph, she also killed it. 1 Emerald, has 7 PCs, SC18, killer first month. So I'm super proud of both of them, and they are just hitting the ground running, and I love to see it.
Amazing. I'll jump on. So I wanted to take a second to shout out my Team Cup team, Boss Babes, who we all hit Success Club this month. So congratulations, guys. So that's Shauna and Janice, Natalie, and Tessie, and myself. With the Team Cup, it was my first time doing it. It was all of our first times doing it. And at the beginning of the month, we had no idea what was going to happen. In the middle of the month, we had no idea what was going to happen. But there's a reason why I chose the team name Commit and Conquer, because that's exactly what we did. So wanted to say thank you guys so much for working together as a team to accomplish our goals, and also to give a quick shout out to Shauna and Elise for hitting Success Club also this month, which means you guys are one step closer to be in the test group. So congrats.
All right, I'll jump in. I also want to ride that gravy train and congratulate my team, spicing it up. Our Team Cup team, everybody hit Success Club kind of in the final hour. So super, super proud of everyone, and so excited to be a part of the team with you guys. I also want to take a second to shout out, we had 2 coaches of the month today, or in October, in Rise, and you guys were so amazing, pouring all the love on them on the team page. But I want to say another congrats to Eric. Congratulations, crushed the month. He got SC10 himself, SC4 for his wife. He got her to Emerald. He is so close to Diamond, you guys, and just on freaking fire. Yes, we need to make him a shirt that says the man, the myth, the legend, all of the things. So congrats, Eric. And on behalf of Sherry and myself, we want to say a huge congratulations to Melanie Stairs. You guys, she has been coaching since July, and she has absolutely freaking crushed it. She hit SC20 this month. She is so close to Diamond, and we just could not be more proud of her. So congratulations, Melanie. Congrats, Eric. Congrats, everyone, the Rise team. I could not be more freaking proud of you guys.
I have no choice but to jump on really quickly again. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't even believe I forgot this. Shauna, please don't kill me. So I wanted to make sure that I shout out my ride or die, my teammate here, Shauna McDonald, who has been helping me just as much as I've been helping her and encouraging her along the way, because tomorrow she is waking up Diamond. I know, I'm so freaking excited for you. Congratulations, Shauna.
That means I'm going to jump in. And I was just like, Clarissa, let's, honestly, I don't even know where to start, but Clarissa, like when Erin talked about, you know, your journey is your job, Clarissa's 1 year as, you know, just as a customer will be in January when she did 9 Week Control Freak. She didn't want to do groups. She didn't want to be in a rah-rah cis boomba community. And look at her right now. She has been showing up every freaking day, every day. And you're a boss. Like by March, she decided to coach and she would hit the ground running. Emerald, I said, let's go to the retreat together. She says, what do I got to do? She's at the retreat. And at the retreat, she's like, I'm going to Vegas with you. And tomorrow she's waking up 1 star. And I literally want to jump out of my skin. It is amazing to have you work with me in this business. Like, you have no idea. I mean, just the way you speak on Sisterhood calls and on Crush Nation calls, you level me up. I know you level a lot of the coaches up here, and I am so proud to do this with you. I am, like, seriously, jumping out of my skin. I cannot wait till January till we get to do this together. So Clarissa's waking up 1 star tomorrow, and I'm proud of you. Love you.
I want to take a couple of minutes to congratulate Jennifer Desbiens. She just entered her 2nd month of the Success Starter, so 1 more month, and she will hit the Success Starter with her free ticket to Coach Summit and the testing of the other program that we don't even know what it is yet, probably autumn, hopefully. And also she is so close to being a diamond, because this month she did SC12 plus her husband is SC8. So obviously we put this all together and it's massive, and she is just 1 coach away from being diamond. So keep pushing, Jen. I see you running.
Thanks so much.
So much momentum and excitement. Quick shout out to Joanne. I see you, Joanne. Joanne's been coaching 2 months. She's hit Success Club 2 months in a row, and I have no doubt she's going to hit it again this month. She's 1 month away from her Success Starter, and I'm so proud of you. You are so genuinely authentic and inspiring, and I love having you here with us. So shout out to you. Shout out to Nadia as well, who has locked in her 2 months of Success Club, 1 month away from Success Starter. And it was just a joy doing Team Cup with you guys. Our team was fire, and I'm so proud of everybody in that group. So thank you for linking arms with me and doing it with me. And just so many of you guys right now, like, if I could just say right now for a moment, I feel like so many people are struggling right now. Like, I feel like life is already in like mega full swing and people are struggling, but I see every single one of you show up every day for yourself, and you are hella inspiring. You're inspiring me,
every single one of us and all the people watching. So shout out to all of you. You guys are incredible people, and I just love doing this with you. So I'll get off because we have a great call for you guys tonight.
Yeah, can I just ask also, Ku and Clarissa, how you guys know each other? Maybe you could put it in the chat. Okay, I have a couple announcements tonight. Coach of the Month, Melanie Stairs. I think it was the 17th I posted that leaderboard, and then Jen Milks messaged me. She's like, so like, it was like a couple days later, she's like, so like, how's the leaderboard moving? And I was like, what? And she's like, well, like Melanie's really gunning to be at the top this month. Like she wants to know where she's at. Like I want to encourage her and see where she's at. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. I don't think I've ever had somebody ask me like where they stand, because they wanted to make sure that they remained at the top and held their position. And I just thought that was so cool. She started coaching in July, or enrolled in July. I don't even know her full story, but I do know that I'm excited to watch you continue to build this business. So I just wanted to say a huge congrats to you for Coach of the Month. And then to Stephanie Geller for Rookie of the Month. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. 7 PCs, Emerald, SC18, like doing reels, totally, you can tell she put thought into the decision of deciding to coach, because from the moment she said yes, she really put herself out there in a vulnerable way to inspire others, and it's inspiring to me. So congrats to you, Steph. Super, super proud of you, and just so excited to have you here. I know Steph from high school, so it's just all really, really cool. And then congrats to Kelly Barter, who officially hit Success Starter. So super proud of you. Kelly is a hustler. She was on our Team Cup. 3 of us had hit Success Club, and then the 4th hit, and then it was just her. And it was like, I felt that gut in my belly, like, oh, how is she feeling? Like, I hope this isn't a defeating feeling for her, but she just is such a hustler, a worker. She put her head down. She sent the invite. She made a plan, and she made it happen. And that is so cool to watch transpire. So congrats to you, Kelly. Super proud of you for Success Starter. And then my last announcement is that I just want to say a really huge thank you to everybody that donated to our Brothers Fund, guys. This sisterhood is a massive part of all the funds raised for our brother to rebuild his farm. And I just really sincerely want to say thank you to everybody that shared it on your stories, that donated. Like, it means so much to us. Okay. And it was just so cool for Erin and I to be like refreshing that daily and just be seeing like sisterhood, 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 all those names. It just like touched us so, so much. And like my brother to be like, I don't even know any of these names. And we're like, yeah, like that's our team. That's our team. And that was so freaking cool. So thank you so much to everybody who's been there. Did you guys answer my question?
Yes, I did. I said that we met through mutual friends, but we were also bar stars.
Okay. All right, so leading into our call tonight, and it is about inviting to your warm market. And, I wanted to know that because Ku had been coaching a long time before Clarissa came around. And lo and behold, somebody that she was meant to do this business with was sitting in her warm market. And so often for so many of us, that is the case, but we are afraid to ask them. At every single point in our journey here together as coaches, we need to loop back to the incredible people in our life. So many people in Crush Nation, including Kim and Jamie, have asked us what we think the difference maker is on our team. And we know the secret. We know the difference maker. It's that our entire team is warm market built. There might be a couple people, like a dozen, 2 dozen, unicorns that fell through the Instagram holes, and came in. I've been incredible additions to this team. But for the majority of this team, guys, it's warm market built. you know, whether it was through university, through a job, through like however people have joined this team, it is through people, through people, through people, through people. And good people know good people. That's why our team is great. People see our team and they want to be a part of it because of the dynamic. And even at these retreats, right? Like the dynamic of the girls that were sisterhood at that retreat was next level because of the connection that is so evident when you add like-minded peers to your team. So we want to make sure in this season of struggle that, you know, yeah, reels like help you grow and blah, blah, blah. But like, let's not lose track that even to this day, even 4 years in, all my great coaches, all my great team members are warm market people somehow, aside from a couple. So we want to help remind you how to do this, how to loop back, how to have those conversations, how to talk to the people in your life, how to identify the people in your life, and to stay focused on that, especially as we lead into this incredible opportunity of job one. Because everybody that you've invited since you started coaching, just because they said no doesn't mean they're never going to do this with you. And a new program is always the opportunity to reinvite. I know for me, just like Erin said, I know a ton of friends that have never joined me that are also struggling in life that I want to loop back with and see if 20 minutes a day in the month of December, when so many other things take over, might be for them. If right now might be their time, our time to join forces. So tonight, the call is not about building your team and asking them to coach with you. It has nothing to do with that, guys. This process is about identifying people in your warm market that you want in your community, that you want to start encouraging, coaching, cheering on, tagging, doing things with. You know, like I know for me, I'm running the Las Vegas Super Saturdays and we're going back to live events in January. I'm suggesting it's a client event. Let's bring our clients here and work out with a super trainer and then do a little coach event, because our clients are our future coaches. So if you have no working coaches, or if none of your coaches are doing anything and you're not feeling any momentum, loop back to getting incredible people as clients, and then have some patience, invest some time, nurture your community, and things might start to happen, right? So Michelle Leclaire is going to kick it off to us tonight with some of her tips and tricks on how she talks to her warm market. And yeah, I'll kick it off to you.
Hey guys, I hope everybody can hear me. I don't have the best connection sometimes. Everybody's good? Awesome. Okay, sweet. So I'm just going to jump in. I feel like we often look at our friends list, and let's take Facebook, for example, and it is overwhelming. You look at it and you're like, oh my God, I have 1,300 friends, and you haven't talked to maybe some of them for maybe 10 years, 5 years. It happens. Maybe you have your top 100 people you speak to on a regular basis. But I want to just loop and talk about the fact that every single person on that list is an opportunity. Every single one of them is. Inviting them is going to be scary. It is. It's just part of it. But you know what? These are your people. There's a reason they're on your list. There's a reason why they're in your whole community. And by not inviting them, you are withholding a gift that you have to offer. Because ultimately, we have something to offer. We have a gift. We have something that can help everybody in all walks of life. It's something that everybody has struggles, and we can address them, whether it be nutrition or whatever. I mean, we all know what amazingness we have to offer. Look at your friends list. Really look at it. Who are your people? Now, you might feel overwhelmed. You might say, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't invite 1,000 invites in one day. Nope, you're right. You cannot. And you can't make it of value either in that conversation. So a little trick that I started doing that I found really, really beneficial, I call it the Birthday Icebreaker. Facebook does this for me. It is so easy. Facebook tells me when it's somebody's birthday. And honestly, who doesn't want to be celebrated on their birthday? Who doesn't want to be sent a private message that says, hey, happy birthday. I hope you have the most amazing day ever. I hope your kids spoil you rotten. And then right there, I have an opportunity. I can either see it as scary and end the conversation, or I can say, how are the kids doing? How's hockey? Oh my God, are you still living at the arena? If you need to go do a little bit of research before you do so, take a look at their profile. What are they up to? Find something that you can connect to them with. That birthday is just an opportunity for you to slip into their DMs without it being like, hey, slipping in, haven't spoken to you in 10 years. No, it's their birthday. You have a reason to go speak to them. But you also have an opportunity to connect with them if it has been a long time. You have an opportunity to rebuild that friendship that's there. So I will always ask myself when I get in there and I say, what would I tell this person if I ran into them in the street? What would I say to them? What do I have in common with this person? And right now we are all so fortunate in our misfortune because we all went through the pandemic together. We are all living through this. And it has affected everybody differently, but we all are in it together. Whether you have children, whether your kids are in school, whether you're working from home, no matter what it is, it speaks to somebody on some level. What is that level? That is the question you need to find out is, how can I relate to this person? And how can I ask them how they're doing without it kind of being pushy? So I ask them very specific questions. I don't just leave it with, how are you? They're going to either, I'm fine me, or move on. It's not an open-ended question. I want them to answer specific questions so that I can get a little bit more into what they're really living. Hey, are you still working from home? If somebody answers yes, that to me, instantly, they're probably lacking community. They're probably stuck at home. They probably wish they were getting out more. That's an opportunity for me to say, oh my gosh, how do you find that? How do you stay active? How are you able to, keep your sanity? Find that. Ask the open questions. Allow them to tell you what they need. Because ultimately, if you ask the right questions, they will literally hand to you on a silver platter what they need from you and how you can help them, which is going to make your job so much easier. Because all you need to do is offer them a solution, and we already have it for no matter what they're living. If they're sitting there and they're having a hard time with nutrition because they're stuck at home, we can fix that. We can help them with that. We can support them. Don't assume you know what somebody wants. Don't sit there and say, oh, you know what? Everybody wants to lose weight. No, they don't. No, let them tell you and express what they need in their lives. They might not want to be losing weight. They might want to gain weight. They want to put on muscle. They might just need a community. We don't know, but if you don't ask and you assume, it's going to come across as insincere. Be organic, be genuine. If you truly go in there seeing as an opportunity to help somebody, they will never feel forced into it. I've never had more success than when I had a real conversation with somebody. When somebody told me, Michelle, I just can't do it. I can't get up in the morning and just go work out. Like, I get it. It's hard. And I told her, she said, yeah, but you get up every single morning at 3:30 and you work out. Yep, I do, but it's hard for me too. But do you know what really helps me? The community I have who does it with me. Do you think that would be something that would be beneficial to you too? This is the kind of verbiage that I like to use with everybody. And honestly, people are so receptive. They are so receptive because they see me as just offering them a solution to something that they've just laid out as a problem for them. If it comes from my heart, people are so receptive. Be organic and listen. My biggest word of advice is please do not rush an invitation. Have a conversation, and if it takes you 4, 5 days or a week, that's fine. Let them build that trust, that relationship with you so that you can address them properly. Invites might not happen right off the hop. They might say, you know what, he's so not ready for that. That's not a problem. But because I was organic and I was genuine and it came from my heart, they're comfortable enough to tell me no thank you right now. which means I will have no problems looping back in a couple of weeks or maybe a month or 2 months, maybe 6 months, and saying, hey, how's it going? Remember when you were talking to me about this? Is that still a problem? Have you ever considered this? Maybe offer an alternative to that option. Or the next time I have a group, which I usually mean every month, we all do, right? Hey, I have a group starting on the 15th. I'm very specific in the way that I invite. So when that invite happens, it usually goes as follows. I am extremely specific in what I'm inviting them to. Hey, I have a new group starting on the 15th of November. It's all about body positivity, togetherness, and friendship and nutrition. I know that you voiced to me in the past that you were really struggling with some of these things. Do you think this is something you want to do with me? Not something you want to do and join, or do you want to kick this off? Do you want to do this with me? Let's do this together. Because I'm inviting them into that community. I want them to know that we're in this together. And I feel like I don't get ghosted. When I do it that way, people aren't ghosting me. People are actually responding. Even if it's no thank you, I'm okay with that. But what I am noticing is all of a sudden they're watching my stories on a regular basis, usually every day. And then I'm noticing that that's happening. And then that gives me an opportunity to then follow up with them. And the seed has been planted and I can move and grow. I build on that relationship. If somebody tells me no, I don't drop them and move on to the next person. I continue to feed them and give them kind of the love that they need and that support. And that's great. At the end of the day, they're still my friend. They're still my people. Just because they don't want to join me right now doesn't mean they're not my friend and they don't care about me. They're just not ready right now. And that's okay, because when they are ready, I'm going to be freaking ready for them. And I want them to know that when they are ready, my hand is extended to them and I will help them. But they have to be willing to help themselves. So that's kind of what I had to talk to you guys about in one of my little tricks. But I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you think about it this way, if you were inviting 5 or 10 people just from birthdays or connecting just from birthdays, you are reaching a lot of people in a year. That gives you an opportunity at least once a year to connect with at least every single person on your list and start building those relationships up again. It's just a little challenge. Go for it. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes.
So incredible. So many good tips. I love it. We're going to keep the ball rolling. Erin Girouard.
Yeah, that was so good. Like, I always talk about building connections and the importance and like how you establish those connections and how you start talking to people. But you're so right, Michelle, like saying a simple happy birthday can really create at least 2 to 10 new connections a day. Like, I get some Facebook blasts that have like 10 birthdays. Like, that's a massive opportunity right there. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Great tip. I'm going to talk to you guys a bit tonight about the mindset behind inviting, because whenever I talk to a lot of newer coaches, and I was one of them too, they say like, I know what I have to do, but I just can't do it. Like, have you ever, like, I know I have to invite, but like, I'm just scared. Like, I just can't do it. And in prepping for the talk at the retreat, I did ask a lot of newer coaches, like, what do you struggle with most? And they said, like, bridging the gap between having that conversation, that organic conversation that Michelle was talking about, and then going for that, do you want to do this with me? And honestly, I believe that so much of putting yourself out there and inviting people to this opportunity is a mindset game. And there's really 2 parts to that. The first part is having full belief in who you are. And that is why personal development is so freaking important. Honestly, I'm going to beat a dead horse. It really is, because you have to have strong convictions in who you are and what you're bringing to the table. And the second part is having the mindset of wanting to make a genuine impact on people rather than making a sale. I just saw Clarissa say it in the chat as well. Honestly, it's no secret why the people who are successful in this business are, because they enter all of these new connections with the idea of relationship building first. So like so many coaches, when I was new, I didn't want to invite, like I'd only ever been invited by like random, like, hey girl, you know, people who didn't know me and just assumed that I wanted to get fit because I had a baby. Like I wasn't even invited to this opportunity. And so I had no idea what that looked like. And so when I joined up, I was like, well, I'm just going to like share my journey a little and just like hope that people jump on board with me, like so many of us do, right? Like I can guarantee probably half of this call said that that was how they were going to start. Yeah, and I just promised myself I wasn't going to look like that like random girl that just creeps into your inbox. But the shift really came for me a few months into coaching when everything in life had changed. Like all of us, I had more energy. I lost like 25 pounds. I was, you know, sleeping better. I had better relationships, my stamina, my playtime with my kids, like everything had changed. And I realized I was doing a massive, massive disservice to the women in my life who I loved to not invite them to be a part of this with me. I realized that I could offer something in every effort that those random hey girls couldn't offer, because I knew these women that I was reaching out to. They were in my life and I could support them on a more personal level because I knew their story. You know, these randoms didn't know who I was. They didn't know how I needed to be supported, but I do know how my sister needs to be supported, or how my best friend, or how the girls who I was a bar star with need to be supported, because we've had those personal connections. So I started having deeper conversations with these women online, and I started looking for the problems that I could fix, like Michelle said. So if someone posted something online, like, you know, going to a wedding and have to fit into this dress, I wasn't pouncing on them, like, come join my fit club, but I was getting into their inbox and having conversations to find out how exactly every effort could benefit them. So knowing somebody's challenge is knowing whatever challenge somebody is facing in their life is always going to give you the opportunity to approach it from a way that feels like serving rather than selling. And I say it all the time. So find out what that challenge is. Find out the problem that they're having, like Michelle was saying, because then you're not going to come off as being salesy, which is ultimately everybody's biggest fear, right? I don't want to come off as salesy to my friends and family. If you leave tonight with an action step, I really, 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 really want it to believe that, or to want it to be that what you have changes lives. It's changed mine. It's changed probably 98% of the people's lives on this call. You are doing the people in your life a disservice if you're not bringing it up to them. And they might say no, they might ghost you. And that's zero indication of who you are or what you bring to the table. It's just an indication of where they are in their life. Like Michelle said, you can circle back to them later. So I really, really want you to allow them to be who they are fully without that compromising your courage as a coach. Okay, I really, really, really want you to let them tell you no, let them ghost you, and just keep on going. You have to have this belief in yourself. Are you confident in who you are? Because if you're not, I can promise you that creates massive barriers. We all joined this business. We all joined a challenge group for different reasons, but ultimately we're here because we want to make an impact. Like I said before, a lot of newer coaches, a lot of veteran coaches even say, like, I don't want to come off as salesy, but you should not have to sell this. If you are posting quality content consistently on your social media, that's doing 3/4 of the job for you. It's creating the value. It's convincing people that they need this without you even having to have that conversation with them. All you then need to do is bridge the small gap and ask them if they want to do it with you. So like so many people in my life, in my warm market, people who I know, who I'm close friends with, my own mother has told me no. And I don't let it get to me. I just look at it like it's not their time. But so many, hundreds have told me yes. And those people have gone on to become the most beautiful team. It's no surprise, like Courtney said, that the women who were in my warm market, who joined me as coaches in every effort, are still there today. most of the randoms, not all, but most of the randoms have dropped. So it's really, really no surprise. This summer, I bought a new trailer and I spent my entire summer pretty much at my trailer park. And I was making new relationships with women who were from all different walks of life, some of them old, some of them young. We all ate and drank and partied together, probably more than any of us ever have in our adult lives. But every Saturday, without fail, I'd get up and I'd do my workout on my deck, and they'd walk by with their coffees and probably roll their eyes at me a little bit because I was like the only girl in the park working out. And slowly they started to add me on social media and they started to watch. And last month, as the trailer park officially closed for the summer, I made a decision that I was going to message every single one of them that I became friends or acquaintances with and invite them to a Cedar Beach only challenge group. So I knew the problem that each of these women was facing. Even if they never spoke it out loud to me, we all ate, drank, and partied all summer long. Like, we had all expressed that we had never felt so unhealthy. So I knew the problem that they were facing, and I had a choice. I could worry about these women gossiping and talking behind my back that I'm this MLM girl that's trying to sell them something, or I could fix the problem in their life. I could have the opportunity to change their life. And so I hit SC28 last month, 100% from my Cedar Beach challenge group. Not one single person was outside of that trailer park. A lot of people told me no, and I will face them, next month when I invite them again. But I'm having the best challenge group right now with women who are literally soul filling for me. And it's all because I had the confidence to message them and assume that what I have could change their life. I don't know how we're doing for time, but I was going to ask if I could share my screen really quickly because I wanted to know, or I wanted to show you guys something that I wrote down. I don't know if you guys have a book of wins. Oh, you disabled me sharing my screen. I think I have to be the host. We all get down on ourselves and we all, struggle and have hard times and hard months and stuff like that. But I wanted to share with you, can you see this? This was from this challenge group alone. I checked in on them after a little bit of time and some of the messages that they wrote me. So the first week was hard, but I can't believe how incredible I feel. I'm pumped for next summer when we can do this together. I never knew how badly I needed this. I'm grateful that you invited me. I've really let myself go over the past 6 months. I didn't even realize how out of shape I was. Thank you for putting this together and inviting me to be a part of it. Not a big difference, but I know that I have a problem. This is us talking about her binge eating. Almost 2 weeks binge free. Thanks for being there and inspiring me. I'm glad you did this challenge. It keeps me motivated. Like, I could have been scared. I could have held back because these women are new friends and I don't want them to look at me as salesy, but I didn't. And look at the messages that come in. And it's been one of the most fun challenge groups I've ever done because I know them. They're so cool. And it's just strengthening our bond, moving into and strengthening our friendship for next summer. And next summer I can have trailer park workout parties. So honestly, it's all about mindset. Please, honestly, get out of your head. Ditch the idea that you're selling something. Do your PD, put valuable content, and remember that you are a badass coach. And what you have to offer the men and women in your life is incredible, and they need this just as badly as you did. I'll pass it along now to Erin.
Yeah, that was so beautiful and so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I echo what you said, and I just want to be super real with everybody on here, and I've said it before. So for those of you who are new, this is the first time maybe you hear me say it. You can't be afraid to invite the good people in your life. If you want to have a really great team of amazing, strong people, you need to invite the amazing, strong people in your life. And that takes courage. Maybe it may take you going through your journey and doing the personal development and growing into the human you want to be, just like Erin was talking about. Like, for me, in my first 6 months, I was scared AF to invite the corporate women in my life. I was scared to invite the people who were already fit. I was scared to invite the people who were successful and had it all together. But ultimately, it's those people that when I did invite them and that they were ready for it and they joined me, that have created this beautiful group. If you want a strong community of strong leaders and strong coaches, you need to invite strong people. And I just want to give you the courage to do that, because every single one of you on here, you're those strong, amazing people. You're those amazing, good people that we were afraid to invite. And it's now your turn to pay it forward and invite the amazing people in your life. But if you don't have the courage, it won't transcend, and you won't have the amazing impact that Erin has said. You won't have the amazing big team. It ultimately comes down to you having the courage to send those invites. And I want this to be clear, with any single invite that I'm sending to somebody, especially in my life, I'm never ever saying, hey, come coach with me. I'm never ever saying, hey, you should run this business with me. I'm saying, hey, why don't you come and work out with me? Hey, have you ever tried these workouts before? Hey, have you ever done like a workout at home before? I know you're so busy right now. Like, maybe this could fit in your schedule. Maybe this could be useful for you too. Like, I never worked out like this before until I found the solution. Invite people to your community. Invite people to the challenge group. Invite them to just try the workouts and see if they could benefit their life. It's that one step in. Because once you invite them in, you get to show them how amazing this is, and you get to like give them the gift of them falling in love with it too. But it truly comes down, for me, and always has been, quality over quantity. And you'll hear of a lot of coaches and a lot of other teams where it's like, we're inviting 100 people today. Everybody write a list of 100 people and then invite them all today. And, you know, in our mentorship call earlier, I said, I was like, write a list of all the people you know in your life and slowly start making your way through the list. But truly, I want you to think of your list from a place of quality, not quantity, and think of the amazing people in your life that you want to do this with. Guys, this business is a blast and a lot of fun. And your challenge groups are a blast and a lot of fun. But think of how amazing they would be if you were doing it with your sister, or your best friend, or the people in your life that you want to travel with and you want to like build community with and you want to talk to 10 times a day with and plan your next free challenge group. That's when this business gets fun. And that's when this business becomes like heartwarming forever, because you're actually walking with the people that you want to walk with. But it won't happen if you don't actually start inviting those people. It's scary sending invites to people who you think we're going to look down on you. But I guarantee you, those people who are super successful aren't going to like look down at you for what you're doing if you're coming from a place of passion, heart, and excitement. The more energy you have, the more passion you have about something, the more like attracting you are, and the more that transcends in your messaging. So like Erin started, just first thing she said, it comes down to you and your belief in who you are and what you have to offer. And guys, I don't know if you know yet, but look around. This is pretty freaking awesome. So don't be selfish. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with the people in your life. And don't you dare be scared to invite the good ones, because the good ones are what's going to make this business great for you. Court, over to you.
All right, guys, so let's get tactical. We have job 1 coming out. I'm so excited for this. I am on day 10 with so many of us here in the Sisterhood. We're all in a chat. We're all loving it. I'm so sore from 20 minutes. Like, some of the workouts have finished and I feel like, oh, that's not enough. And then the next day I'm really, really sore. So it's a really cool feeling. The other thing that I love that you should feel confident in is that Jennifer Jacobs is a professional. Like, she is the real freaking deal. I am learning so much from her, and she's just like, she's all class. So I'm really excited to share this program with everyone. And we need to start thinking strategically about how we're going to launch it. So what we are doing this time, instead of a landing page, is we're going to do a little drip email campaign that we're going to share with you guys. You can create your own, you can use ours, whatever you like. But here's kind of how it's going to work. So right now, what you should be doing is building your list. I encourage you all to make a new list. Even if you're years into this business, sit back down, think about your warm market, sift through your Facebook, because that's where our warm market is, guys. I know we're all like to be in Instagram, but have both open. Sift through your Facebook and make sure those people are in your Instagram. Start doing this preliminary work so that the right eyes are on you, okay? So make your new list. Take some time to do that tonight or tomorrow morning. But I encourage you after this call to make a list of incredible people you would love to work out with. Sometimes when I'm feeling uninspired in our accountability group, it's because I don't have anyone exciting showing up. And I don't want to show up because no one exciting is showing up. But the second I add a new client that I'm really excited about, or one of my friends decides she needs to like refocus, I feel the accountability to be in there again. So create that list of humans tonight that you're excited to be in community with. Step one, okay? Step two, start talking about this program. It launches December 2nd. We are going to do our first group December 6th. Another important date for you, November 15th, the sample workout comes out. So here is how our game plan is going to work. Right now, this is the email I'm sending out. Did it type in? Oops. Oh yeah, it did. Hey Erin, I'm so pumped you're interested in job 1, the new program releasing soon. Here's what we know so far. Group date, December 6th. Program details, 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Equipment needed, resistance loops. Honestly, some years we've been waiting until January to launch the winter program, but this year more than ever, I've seen the value in just moving my body regardless of the season. I'm so excited for 20 minutes. Stay tuned, more info to come on how you can feel incredible leading up to Christmas. Like, that's just my wording. You can use this, you can change it, whatever, but something super quick. Once they've clicked your poll, once they've shown interest, once you've asked them or anything, like, can I keep you posted on this group coming up? Like, you know, however you're in conversation with these people, it should be all those things, right? You're gathering people on your list from that warm market list you've created, just talking to your friends and asking them how their fitness is going, whatever. Build this list, gather their emails, and the second you have interest from them, send them just an info email that really has not that much info at all. It's just that general interest and the fact that they know they're now sort of on your list and you're going to be keeping them posted. Creating these types of lists and doing it over time, it really works. And you know what is an incredible feeling is on December 2nd when this program launches and you have like 10 to 20 or even 2 to 5 if you're a brand new coach, like whatever, to have these share cards lined up. You're waiting for launch. You know the women that are going to be joining you. You know the women that want to commit, and you're ready to send those share cards. That is the best feeling. So let's start now. We're exactly 1 month out of this job, one launching, and really there's not much for you guys to do. Start talking about it in your stories and start talking about it to the humans you love in your life. For me, even women that joined me in year 1 and have never posted again since, I'm going to look back to some of those women like, hey, how's it going for you? There's a new program launching and I'm like pulling back the OGs, like get back in with me. Like, do you want to start roll calling with me for 4 weeks in December? 20 minutes is everything, you know? So think about who you want in this group, who's going to get you excited to be checking into that roll call and start building this list. The drip campaign from there, that's the first email. The next one is going to come out either the night before the sample workout. Sample workout drops tomorrow. Check your email in the morning. That's it. Next day, here's the sample workout. Let me know how you like it. Then I'm going to follow up like 2 days later. How did you like the sample workout? Like, it's really so easy and cookie cutter if we start early and have a plan. So I'm going to put this drip campaign together in more of a formatted way for you to follow step by step. And maybe you can set a calendar reminder like, okay, the sample workout comes out on November 15th. So November 14th, I need to sit down, copy paste all my emails into the BCC and say, you know, sample workouts coming tomorrow. Make sure you check your email. Or if you want to take the time to send those emails individually, which I like to do sometimes too, and then I can add something at the top like, hey, Sarah, I know you said you're struggling and you can't wait to start this, like sample workout drops tomorrow. You know, if you only have like, you know, I'd say even under 30 people, you can take the time to do that. And it might be that extra mile that really has them feeling committed. one of the things about new program launches that I love to do is to try to have these people feel like they've already committed by the time they get that share a cart, right? So maybe even, you know, and we can like brainstorm ways that looks like. For some people, if you're going to start a new group, we're not going to do that this time. We're doing it in our group. But if you're starting a brand new group, then maybe that looks like already adding them to it. And then they feel that like, oh, I'm already in the group. And then they get the share card and they're like, well, I better fucking purchase now because I'm already in the group, you know? And like sometimes that little bit of pressure doesn't hurt to get them going on their fitness goals, right? So let's use all the tools that we heard tonight about getting the right people lined up for this. And then let's also be super strategic about how we actually get the right people to pull the trigger. For us, this time it's going to be this drip campaign, which we're going to share with you guys. You know, I find that simple is best. And in the information email that I'm going to create for us to share, after, I'm going to say something like the financial commitment starts at 130 or whatever the base is, because I want to get into conversation with these people after they say they're interested to see what works best. I'm not going to vom town on them about Go Glow, performance, Shakeology. Like they have no clue what it's about. They have no clue what any of that shit means. So I want to make sure that I'm the one that decides what package they want based on what they told me they're struggling with. So by having that limited information and by not just dumping a whole bunch of stuff on them, I think that we're going to be able to get into some more authentic connections. They're going to help us help them with the vital process and just help them get results with this program. So I think that's it for tonight, guys. I challenge you to go and write your new list of your warm market dream team. And it's not for coaching, it's your dream team for in your community, because we all need to feel inspired to show up in our community and to help people get results, right? So let's go make our new list, and I will share the email drip campaign in the next couple days. Maybe that sort of first info email I'll drop tonight in the group. And that's all. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Oh, Steph Geller asked, how do you organically get people's email? I just ask them. If I'm like, oh, you know, there's a new program launching next month. I'm creating an info list. Can I get your email? Or there's a new program launching next month. I really want you to do it with me. Can I keep you on my list? Or can I add you to my list? Or, you know, however, just like straight up ask them, what's your email? I do this for every new program. Start in Excel and just put their name and their email. And then as you get further down in the sales process, you're going to put their share card information. And then on launch day, you have all the info you need. All right, guys, have a great night.